Looking for an answer. Looking for an answer to soothe my soul, baby. Take me away. Looking for an answer. Looking for an answer to soothe my soul, baby. Take me away.
Welcome everybody back to Stranger Damies. This is episode 7. I'm your DM Mark. We're just getting started. I like early campaigns, so you guys don't have much to catch up on, but if you do, everything is on our podcast and will soon be all up on our YouTube channel, which is Stranger Damies on YouTube. So if you haven't caught up and this is your first time, you'll be slightly behind and not have many references going forward here, but we're glad that you're joining us. Just a little thing to let you know the way the session works. We do the session in between the episodes. We answer any questions that are in the chat. So just feel free to hold off until then. Please no backseating, anything like that. The only time we like that is if for some reason I am doing a rule wrong that is detrimental to the party. So feel free to shoot that out if it comes through. So guys, let me recap a little bit of where we've been so far and try to catch up any new people in the audience. We started off with Surreal rescuing Barris and Baragon from the armies of the Twilight Seeker dynasty as they were escaping that part of the continent. She took them across to the Hill Giant Enclave to safety, and where Barris needed to go find the mayor of Emberberg, known as Jome Ontana, and he would have some information about a family that Barris was looking into. Once there, they discovered the mayor had gone into a nearby cave to try and get the fire crystals that were used to light up the town and give it its festive nature that it is known for. You met Magnus, who is the proprietor and bartender at the Vivid Fire, and seems to be close personal friends with the mayor. And he sent you out on a mission to rescue the mayor and hopefully retrieve a fire crystal, but most importantly, get the mayor. You returned with the mayor and another human in tow, which was, you found out from a debriefing from the mayor, was Lon, better known as the Beast, one of the 6 that sort of control the area of the independent city-states and the southern Hill Giant Enclave. Lon is currently in a cage below the Vivid Fire, being questioned by Jome and Magnus. You guys took some information from Jome to head over to the port city of Astoria. On the way, you guys were attacked by, we'll say sympathizers is a better word for it, of the Sea Beast, which has finally come to notice and I guess respect Surreal, as this is the first time she's been attacked by those forces going up and down the river. Once you're in Astoria, you ran into Jome's contact, Big Johnson, and the gnome and the owner of the Dire Straits Bar and Grill. Filled you in on a political event taking place in Hawkins at the Pangea, which is a well-known hotel, sort of convention area for things to take place. And they are celebrating the 50th year of the treaty that was signed between the Zordane Dominion, the Twilight Seeker Dynasty, and the Independent City-States, with the 2 giant, the Ice and Hill Giant groups sort of witnessing it. There you learned that the leader of the Twilight Seeker Dynasty will be there, along with the leader of his army, which is Patrice Delacroix, one of the members of the family that Barris is looking for and getting information on. And you also were known that the part of the celebration is the introduction of a new admiral to the Armada that the Twilight Seeker Dynasty has. So you have about a week's time before you need to get to Hawkins for the celebration. You have 2 tickets to get in, and you have rooms already for you at Pangea. You just need to speak with Osmond at the front desk, and he can set you up. And it was revealed by Surreal that the Pangea is the hotel where all assassins stay at and get their missions. So you don't know if this was on purpose that this meeting's taking place there, or if it's just the best place to have these type of celebrations. And we ended it with Iggy fighting in a fighting pit against Sully, one of the 4 champions of the 4 Horsemen amphitheater. And he, as Sully walked off after defeat, he flashed the symbol of the 4 Horsemen amphitheater at Iggy. And that is where we ended the episode. So, Ignatius, you have been taken to the, green room back area as you're getting healed up. So, if you haven't already, please heal yourself back up to full. As you were pretty beaten up there at the end. And as you sit there, you notice that next to you is a sack sitting on top of a letter.
A sack sitting on top of a what?
A letter? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
I guess I will look at the letter?
Yeah.
Investigate the letter?
So as you pick up the sack, it has some heft to it. So you put it down, read the letter, and the letter says, "Good fight. Here's your winnings. There will be triple this if you don't make it past the next round on purpose."
Getting paid off, huh?
Shady.
And you open the sack, and there are 300 gold pieces in there for you.
Nice. If I lose, I get to keep it, or
no, you get this. It's triple that if you lose the next fight the next day.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
So you have that in tow. Only you know about that because
okay.
you're by yourself in the room. So you can make your own decision and, about whether you even mention the money that you have that is separate now. But do mark that down, that you have that 300 gold pieces and the letter. So you are all healed up. The mages come in, check on you one last time. You seem to be good, and they say, all right, you can head on out, enjoy the rest of the night here. Just remember, within the next day or 2, you do need to return if you want to continue up the ladder and fight Tarn and Soleil. And then, if you get past that, you will meet the champion in about a week or 2 time. So, good luck, and I guess hopefully we'll see you in the next couple days.
Thank you. I'll be sure to see you soon.
Yep, and they depart the room, and what do you do, Ignatius?
I'm going to go talk to Surreal and see what she thinks about this.
Yeah, and you guys were all there, correct? Watching him fight, if I remember.
Yeah, I was
No?
there.
I don't think Barris and I were there. We were...
Okay. So I was just making sure Surreal was there. So, so you come out of the pit, up the steps, and you see Surreal waiting for you at the exit where the fighters will come out of after the fight.
Yeah, there's our champion. Woo! Nicely done.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
So that was tough. And so there's something weird going on here, though.
Of course there is. There's always something weird going on. What's up?
So I won this fight, seemingly fair and square, but they told me to come back and lose the next fight, and they'd pay me.
Who told you that?
I don't know. It was just some random letter that they gave me. So I would imagine it's either the people running this thing or the people that I have to fight next.
Most likely probably the people that you have to fight next, unless the people who are also running this are in on it with them. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I don't want to throw a fight. That's not really something I do. Especially, well, I mean, they offered me a lot of money. Let's be honest. They offered me like 900 gold pieces to lose the fight.
Wow, that's a lot.
But
Well,
it's a thing of honor. I think you don't just lay down for a fight.
this is very It's very hard for me to tell you not to take the extra money, but at the end of the day, if your honor is more important to you than that, then I'd say you got to do what you feel is best.
Rex, what do you think?
I agree. It's about the spirit of competition. Who gives a shit about money?
I'm glad we're in agreement there.
Got to do what you got to do then.
All right. I guess we'll find Barris and Baragon now.
Yeah, just I'm wondering if someone has that much money to throw around, if they may be a little upset if you don't actually go through with throwing the fight. So you might want to be careful next time you come here.
Just beat them up too.
Yeah. Just be ready for something, extra to potentially go down.
Well, let's just I'm fighting two people. Let's just be honest. It's going to be tough no matter what. So if I win, I win. If I don't, I don't.
Fair enough.
All right. So you guys start exiting the amphitheater, and we'll go to, if I remember correctly, Barry and Barris. You guys have found the place where the, I'm assuming you figured this out by now, the forger of the town lives. And you're, I believe, outside the door, if I remember correctly.
We have not gone in.
Yeah. You guys are outside, but have found the entrance for this forger.
All right, I knock.
You hear some scuttling inside, like you startled someone, and they scurry to the door, and you just hear, "Hello."
Well, hello to you, sir. I believe you're someone that provides a service that may or may not be. Well, let's just say that you talk about trying to get someplace in a hurry.
You need to not be who you want to be.
Sort of. Is it okay if we can talk on the inside rather than in the out in the open as we are discussing through a door right now?
Before I move on, I had sort of a Pete Weber moment there. I meant, I meant to say you don't want to be who you are, not who you want to be.
Mark, can I take a look around, make sure we're not being listened to or
so
anyone's looking at us?
Roll a perception check, and he goes, "Okay, give me a second." And you start hearing locks being unlocked on the door.
15.
15? No, nobody seems to be paying attention. There are people walking by because you are sort of tucked around behind the blacksmith shop, I believe, there. And, people are walking by, but nobody seems to be paying attention to you. And like I said, this looks like a nondescript sort of door. The only thing that led you to it was, the thing that Barris found at the job post. No one would know it was anything special. So, You guys seem good. So you hear the doors unlock, and Barry, you're trained in Arcana, right?
I am not trained in Arcana.
Barris?
I got a +1.
Never mind. And okay, so you hear the door, and you hear the door open, and the door opens, and you're looking eye level, and you see nothing up there.
So I look down.
You look down, and you see a 3.5-foot halfling standing down there, and he goes, "Hello, come on in."
Well, thank you kindly. I assume I will.
All right, and you guys head on inside, and inside the place, you just see Papers are just thrown all over the place, like he's very messy. You know, and you see different letters with Barry. Give me a intelligence check.
Ooh, natural 20 for
Natural
a
20.
23.
All right. So you see, and amongst the paperwork, you see all the different sort of crest and notations and things for just about every royal family in Volsaf, including some you kind of recognize that look giant in nature. So you know pretty much you're in the right place for somebody that forges documents for people. And it looks like he can get you anywhere, any kind of document you need from anybody. You know, he seems very, very good at what he does here. And you even notice, oddly enough, because you didn't even realize they were much in terms of power, but you notice the crest for Barris's adopted family amongst the letters, the blank pages there. So it just looks like anybody with any kind of crest, small or large, seems to be amongst this guy's paperwork.
Is it just the crest, or is anything written on these?
No, they're just blank pieces of paper with the crest on it that he can,
Gotcha.
you know, make it. But yeah, you did that intelligence roll helps you confirm that this guy is the real deal.
Okay.
You know, and if you want to roll a history check to see if you, I don't know how good you are at history.
I'm actually proficient in history.
All right, then roll it. Your guy would do this then.
It'll mean nothing, but let's try it. See, 9.
9. The outside of the ones you already know, you see one or two that you've never recognized before, but they look familiar for things you've read in books, but you can't put your finger on it. You know, but they seem to be sort of tucked off in the corner. Those.
Okay.
So, all right. So you guys walk in. He has his little workstation with a couple quill pens, all different kinds of ink. There's even, you know, different kind of seal makers for envelopes and stuff like that, just on his desk. And he goes, how can I help you guys?
Well, allow me first to introduce myself. My name is Barris. This is my friend Barry. What is your name, sir?
My name is Ian.
Ian, nice to meet you. I was wondering, first and foremost, what kind of services do you provide in this area?
Well, mostly what I get here is a lot of the younger folk around here like to get some identification that makes them seem a little bit older, so that they might be able to get into some establishments. That seems to be the main crux of my business. It's the most consistent, but the big money makers seem to be people that need to get past the borders of the countries here, especially when they lock them down. So I can get you anywhere you need to be, as long as you find a way to provide me with the person that you need sort of a letter from. And he does air quotes.
Mm-hmm. I suppose second question is, have you ever heard of the Delacroix?
Of course. Not really a popular one that I get asked for to do some documents, but I do think I have a couple blank pieces of paper around here with their crest on it.
Do you know much about them? How's your feeling with Delacroix? Do they mean anything to you? No.
They seem to have been someone that's more recent in terms of request coming through. So I tend to believe that their power has grown recently. Haven't run into many of them myself. But, it used to go, we used to just get things just from the official Twilight Seeker dynasty, royal family. But now the Delacroix seem to be moving up that list and inching closer for anyone that needs anything in the dynasty.
Excellent. My next question is, and I'm going to pull out the two invitations that we have.
He goes, "Oh, you're going to the ball, I see."
Yes, very much so. But the problem is that we're having is that I would really like to bring a few guests that seem to exceed the amount of invitations that we currently hold. And I was wondering what kind of service or cost of service would it be for, say, maybe making some airtight facsimiles of these?
And he goes, "Well, may I see it, or to look over?"
I put it down.
Okay.
I put it down facing him on the desk, but I kind of like keep a finger on it.
Okay. Like, okay, that's fine. I get it. And he grabs like a rudimentary version of like a magnifying glass, and sort of goes over the letter. He's like, "Okay, this is very standard. It looks like it's just the crest of the Pangea there that I'll need to do, which is very easy. A lot of people, for some reason, like to stay at that hotel, and you need to have special permission. So that should be easy to do. So how many of these do you need?"
So we have 2, right?
2, yeah.
So then we need 3 more. Just
Yes.
I believe we need 3.
Okay. All right.
I do seem to have, and I pull out the card stock that I had purchased. I can supply you with some supplies unless you think there's something a little more apropos.
Oh, no. I appreciate this. So that'll lessen the cost a bit. Still won't lessen the amount of time I need. I could say now that you provided the paper, it would be 5 gold pieces for 3 of these made, but it'll take me about a day or 2 to get them done.
That's 5 total.
5 total. Yeah.
5 total. Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like this is just an invitation to get into some gaudy ball. I don't see any real importance behind it. Give me a either insight or perception. I don't know which way I want to do this, Barris.
Okay. Well, perception's better. So.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a natural 1.
Okay. Yeah, you don't notice anything. And he goes, "Yeah, so making 3 of these should be fairly simple and easy. I don't know why people actually like to go to these events."
What kind of events you talking about?
Just a bunch of rich people inside of a hotel drinking and eating fancy food. Doesn't seem like something I'd enjoy.
Well, what's something that you would rather enjoy? What's something that strikes your fancy?
He's like, those fighting pits over there at the Four Horsemen Amphitheater?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe one of our compatriots was heading over there, hopefully trying to compete in a battle of fists, I believe.
And you see his face light up a little bit. He goes, "Was it just his first time, or has he been there before?"
Oh, this is as far as I know, this is his first time.
Oh, okay, good. I thought Mick was going to be there, and I don't miss a Mick match, so.
Who it was this Mick?
You don't know Mick Blair, the champion of the amphitheater?
I cannot say that I do. This is my first time in town, I should say.
Okay. Well, every so often, someone comes along, wins, both matches before you have to fight the champion, and then he comes into town. It's this big, festival that happens beforehand, because it only happens once every few months or so. Not many people make it past the second fight. To be honest, nobody's done it in a few years. It's been kind of disappointing, but we still hold out hope that we'll see Mr. Blair at some point.
Interesting. Another question for you.
Yeah.
We're gonna be in town a few days. How long do you think it would take for you to kind of teach, let's say, an apprentice how to do what it is that you do?
He's like, well, I can teach you the basics pretty quick, probably in one lesson, but that would require you needing a sample of the person's handwriting or some kind of sample, to copy from, and you would need that every time. You give me a little more time, a couple days or maybe a couple weeks, and I could have you do it from memory. But it's every day for those few weeks or so, to kind of get that proficient at it.
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna pull out so I tried my hand when we were at the bar. I tried my hand at forging, it, because I am proficient in calligrapher's tools, not forger's tools. Yeah. I did happen to have this sample of where I'm at right now, and I'd like to progress, and I put it up against the invitations.
Yeah, and he goes, look, well, first off, impressive. Your handwriting's pretty spot on. You just missed, and he points out a couple letters. He's like, so you see here, the T is sort of tilted a little more left than usual. You didn't spot that. You just did it as the normal T you would make here. And then he points down and points out a couple more irregularities with the person's handwriting, and goes, my one day of basic testing, you would be able to copy perfectly from something. So when you guys come and pick up your invitations, I can sit you down for a few hours and show you how to spot those irregularities.
Sure. How long did he say that it was going to take to do that?
About a day or two.
A day, so like 24 hours or 48? Which was closer?
I would say one full day of you guys out here, and then you can go by the next morning.
Okay.
So it's currently like early evening.
So if this was Sunday, Tuesday morning?
Yeah, essentially.
Gotcha.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Yeah, I think we're going to be in town for a few days, so I'll come by basically 2 days from now, pick up invitations, and then if there's anything you could teach me, maybe we could kind of schedule something. Maybe at the end of the day, I'll come in, give me some tips and tricks, and trying to, this is a valuable skill to have. Obviously, I've had some formal calligraphy training, but I'd like to, try and see what I can do with it. I'm sort of a jack of all trades, a Renaissance man, if you will. I like to, keep as many skills handy as I can.
Okay, sounds good. And he looks around and he's like, let's see. Do you have tools already, or should I prepare them when you come back?
Let me check. I believe I do.
Okay.
I can always supply tools if need be, Baris.
Okay.
It's just the stuff that I picked up. So I have an ink pen, I have ink, I have sealing wax, and parchment.
Okay. All right. So he walks over. He's like, "All right," and he comes over and he shakes your hand and roll me a wisdom save.
Ooh. He's not trying to read my thoughts, is he? Because I got that ring.
Yeah.
I rolled a 13.
13. Okay. So he goes in, shake your hand, and you see him concentrating and getting kind of frustrated. Because, as you probably figured out by looking at his face, he was trying to cast the spell Detect Thoughts, and he can't even get your surface level thoughts, and it's kind of confusing him, and you see both fear and admiration as he looks at you, and he goes, "Okay, I'll see you in a couple days then." Right.
Thank you very much. We'll see each other soon.
Okay.
When we leave.
Okay. Yeah. And then
his name was Ian?
Ian, yes.
Ian. I left my notebook upstairs.
No problem. Yeah. And so you.
I guess our plan was to head to the Coliseum.
Yeah.
When we were done.
Yep.
So.
Essentially, this is where you guys meet up. You leave the area here. You head on over, and you see Surreal, Rex, and Iggy outside the amphitheater exiting.
Hello, friends. What is it? Is he still alive? Is he
You are
alive?
you are in the presence of the current champion of round 1 at the Coliseum.
Champion of round one, but not the full champion yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay, so
Correct.
he didn't fight. I believe his name is Mick. Mick is champ that we found out.
Oh.
Soon to be champion, I would assume.
I still have to go through the tag team first before I
You
can
gotta fight 2
speak.
people by yourself.
Apparently, I mean, apparently they want to stack everything against you as much as possible.
I think they call that handicap match.
Yes.
There, I didn't know you knew so much about gladiator fighting.
I've seen many gladiator fights, and I like the handicap matches. It really tests metal of said gladiator.
You're an enigma, Barry. There's so much about you that we need to unpeel and find out about.
In due time, it looks like we're going to spend a decent amount of time together. We'll get to know each other.
Sure we will.
But congratulations, Iggy, and I'm sorry that we missed the fight.
Not a problem.
Yeah, but on some good news, we may have an inside track of getting us all real primo invitations to this little sock hop that we are planning to attend in Hawkins.
Well, that's good news. So what's the plan there?
No, I just more or less I just paid a guy to make them.
I like it, nice and simple.
I'm going to say we take easy way there.
For the right amount of money, you could find a lot of things. That's what at least one thing of my upbringing has taught me is
Yep.
that everyone's got their price, and
This is very true.
guy that's doing forgeries in back alleys, he specifically has a price that is more or less marked. Consistent day in day out. That's his price. He advertises his price.
I find it weird that he advertises doing illegal job.
I mean, there is a it's kind of shady, and ambiguous about what he is offering in his ad. So
It makes me laugh. He talks about forging identification for children to get into places that they probably should not be. And
I wonder what that age is, because I'm like, I'm right on that cusp. Should I be getting forged documents? I wonder if he forges documents for people that aren't quite 55 years old to get into residents that require you to be 55 years and older.
well, that's a good question because you are young, and technically Rex is young too. How old are you, Rex, in terms of Warforged?
16.
Yeah, that is young. That's very young. You cannot be. If you could drink, you could not really imbibe legally.
Is the drinking age 14?
Can't drink.
Drinking age is 14, right? That's what I've been told.
I don't know.
I mean, that's rich 14 is the drinking age, basically.
Oh yeah. In Woolstaff, I don't know legal drinking age in the entire continent. I guess it differs from.
Governors probably decide that. It's like a state issue, I believe.
Yeah. You're probably right. But so we one thing down. We want to make little money on side, no?
I'm always down for that.
What say the rest of you?
Sure, whatever. Oh, right.
Oh.
We were going to blow up those rats. I want vengeance.
I want vengeance. Kind of do too.
Did rats hurt you? Is this your backstory? We find
On the
out
boat.
tragic.
Barry, you were there. You don't
snap.
remember.
On the boat, on the way
That's
here.
right.
You
getting-
Right.
you spent most of that time shooting at my face.
That's right. I was brainwashed.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll go with that then. There.
This whole time, I just want to kill rats.
Plot twist.
Perfect excuse.
Ooh, that would be a good. That would be
I
a
am-
great a great twist at the end of this campaign is that you've been hired by the people
Yeah.
who sent to kill me.
Oh no, I am
cover.
brainwashed. Oh no, this is terrible. Someone break brainwash.
So, about the rats,
Um,
I have a little bit of a concern. I don't have my armor, so I was bad enough with it. I don't know if it's a good
Also-
idea going in there right now.
Same. I do not
Yeah.
have my armor, but maybe we can once we pick it up. We're gonna be here for a few days. I'm assuming nobody's gonna go in the next day or two and then claim that reward that we are so planning to. I mean, like some sort of weird supporting character in a story about us, who are obviously the main characters.
Well, we took out of game. We took the flyer or whatever, so it's our mission now. No one
Sure,
else
I
can
guess,
take
right?
it.
It would be a weird anticlimactic twist. Wouldn't it? Oh, that has been claimed.
We show up to the governor or whatever. Like, oh, you missed it by one day. Oh,
Another red tiefling happened to do this.
group of adventurers came and not it's sorry.
Just because we're not getting paid doesn't mean we can't still go into the sewers and blast rats.
Yeah, that is true. We are free to just destroy whatever we want. I suppose.
Look. I've never been in a sewer before, and I don't usually make habit of that. So honestly, if we're not getting paid for it, I'm gonna sit this one out. No
I have
offense
to-
to you
I
guys
have
who
to
seem to
agree
like
with
to wade through human waste, and I guess like half orc and all kinds of waste. I would hope there are no giants waste in there. That'd be, I mean, half my walking speed just
We
to
get the
through
point.
that.
Well, sewer varies from city to city, so you never know what you might find in sewer.
But yeah, I agree with Surreal. Let's wait until we're all armored up before we do that.
Mark, what time is it during the day now?
Yeah, so I say it's about early evening.
Okay.
I think you guys left like in the morning, and I'm assuming, just walking around, and then the amount of time Iggy's fight would have taken, we'll just say it's around like dinner time, like dusk,
Okay.
sort of.
So
Yeah.
I believe we everyone has gone where they wanted, right? Is there anywhere else in town that we were thinking?
I don't think there was anywhere else we were planning on going. Maybe get some food.
Food is library around here. Maybe we can look up something about the Six. Maybe there's a history of them or something.
So, just in game, if you want to do that, roll me an investigation check to see if you can find the library.
Okie dokie.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna pull Iggy aside, and then just say, "Do you want to tell the others about the letter that you found about the gold, just in case this complicates things if people come after us because you didn't throw the fight?"
I don't know. I think we should probably let them know it could happen.
Right. I know Barry's very jumpy, so you might want to give him a heads up. But I'm leaving that decision up to you because it's your letter, it's your fight.
Well, I'll tell them now.
All right.
Okay, so
And I'll call them over.
yeah. So what was your roll?
I rolled a 15.
15. So as that side conversation's happening and Iggy walks away from Surreal, Baragon, you walk over to a young man who's like sort of carrying fruit like in a backpack sort of thing through the town, and you ask where a library is, and he sort of points in the general direction, and it seems like there's a building like between the general store and the armor shop. That's just nondescript, but you can tell that it's you see kids and stuff coming in and out, so you assume it's not like any kind of shop or anything. So
Okay. Cool.
and so Iggy, you walk back to the group.
Hey guys, I just want to let you know, come a little closer. I don't want to like yell this to everyone. I received a strange message after I won the first bout. They want me to throw the second one, and they're willing to pay me to do so. Now, as a as a as a warrior and someone who likes to fight with their hands, I don't think it right to lay down for a fight, especially if I'm going to be fighting two people. Might as well make it a real fight. They offered to pay me a large sum of money. So if I do in fact fight and win, they may be upset.
All right. Well, how much? So how much they offering you to throw this fight?
About 900 gold pieces.
That's a large chunk of change. What do you get if you win?
I get to fight Mick, the champion.
Ah. I wonder if they make this this deal with everybody, because we were talking to somebody, and he mentioned that they haven't had anybody get to the final round in quite some time. So I wonder if it's just like everybody's like 900 gold pieces. I'm getting that, but what happens if you like lose normally? Like you just be like, well, I did what you guys told me to do. Wink. You wouldn't wink because then that would give it away. But but like, could
yeah,
you just say that you lost because you planned on losing?
I would just say, I just made it look good.
I wonder why they're paying you to do this, right? Because you should be the underdog. You're going up against two.
You would think so, unless they're really weak and they just don't, and they just win by getting paid. Who knows?
I don't know. It would make sense that the two guys you're fighting throw the fight, because y'all bet like all my money on the underdog, and the underdog wins, and then go kapow. I'm sitting pretty. But I don't know. Maybe these guys are just like little weaklings, and these guys are just putting on a show, and then maybe this Mick guy is. Maybe he's just a little bitch or something. I don't know. This is weird. But I understand your willingness to not throw the fight, because I have done some fencing in my time, and I would never just give up on a fencing match just because someone paid me a ton of money. But also, I come from money, so money has never been an object for me.
Yeah, I don't think I could throw the fight on purpose. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose.
I would say, regardless of what happens afterwards, it's more important to defend your honor. There is no honor in throwing fight. Money is money. You get money. We're going to get money for killing rats tomorrow. So there's always money to be had. But if you throw a fight, that will follow you wherever you go.
I agree.
Wow, that's very deep.
If we have to deal with whoever wrote note afterwards, then we got your back. I don't think they understand who they're going up against.
I appreciate that.
Those are very strong words there, Barry. I'm ready to go in the sewers with or without money. Damn. Ready to run through a goddamn brick wall.
It's good. That's what I want from you guys. I want 100% all the time. But I think this is something that is important to you. Maybe this Mick character is afraid of losing, and this is how he wins. But I don't think you throw a fight. No one does that.
What
I
kind of
agree.
person's got $900 to just throw? 900 gold pieces, sorry. I don't know what dollars are. 900 gold to just some random ass dude that beat the first guy. No offense to you, Iggy. I'm just saying, you just came into this town. The guy's offering you 900 gold pieces to throw a fight.
Somebody who's making
must have been
2,000
impressed.
gold from that person losing.
It
Right.
just seems like like I said, seems like you'd bet on the underdog. I'm assuming you're the underdog. You're going up against two people in a handicap match. The handicap leads me to believe that you're the underdog.
Can can you imagine, even so, if you win this fight, can you imagine coming after a giant monk, a giant warforged, and a badass pirate? Like, I mean, you're going to lose this fight. You're going to lose. Like, if anything, yeah, you bet on giant monk. That's who I would bet on. If I were there, I would have bet on you.
Well, I appreciate that. Hopefully, you'll be there for the next one. Because I have a feeling, if I win, I'm going to need everyone there.
They'll
Also
probably
be there,
send.
and let's be honest. Yeah, I'm not going to sway the fight one way or another. But I'll also be there in attendance. Unless Barry shoots me in the face again, and then who knows how long I'll be there.
We need to. Yeah, that's the biggest concern is me killing you. That is always the biggest concern.
Literally, only hit points I got taken away from me during that fight was from you, Barry.
Oh. It's a good thing, I guess. I mean, no one else was hurting you.
Just my own, basically my family, my uncle, more or less. Uncle Barry just shooting me in the face.
Very.
Poor Barry. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah, so
I guess uncles have done worse things.
that is very true. I've never asked you to go into the bottom of the ship by ourselves.
All right.
let's,
So,
On that
Anyway.
note,
I'm sure Rex is hankering for some alcohol at this point. His circuit's probably very dry.
circuit.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I mean,
Lubrication.
I don't think there's anything else for us to discuss here. Sounds like
No.
sounds like Iggy's pretty decided. So
Okay. All right, so you guys head back to the bar and grill, and you see it's a little more lively here during rush hour, dinner, nighttime, whatever you want to call it. And you guys pull up to the bar, and you see that that giant figure with the little bit of mop hair on the top of his head. You finally see him fully turn around, and he has a gold chain and a black sort of, I guess, clothing there. And he looks over at Ignatius and sort of nods as he the word has gotten passed down what has happened at the amphitheater, and goes, "So, how can I help you all?"
Just looking for some food and drink for
Okay.
our party.
All right. So he says 5 ales.
It is that good. Everyone, L.
yeah,
L.
doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yep,
Yeah,
that works for
5
me.
ales.
All right. So he turns around, grabs 5 mugs, starts filling them up, sets it in front of you, and he leans in and whispers. He's like, "I was told the first ones were on the house for you guys, from the big man."
nice.
Thanks.
Turn to look at. Does the big man notice?
No,
Is the big man there?
no. I'm assuming you know who the big man is.
Or is this Big Johnson?
Shh.
Sorry.
So you guys have your drinks. You see the bartender walk down to the bar, and you see down at the end of the bar a dwarf sort of knocks over someone else's drink and messes up their food, and he yells over. He's like, "You're gonna clean all that up." And the dwarf goes, "No, I won't. What are you going to do about it?" And he goes, and he grabs a plate. He goes, "I'm going to take this. I'm going to shine it up real nice. And then I'm going to turn it sideways." And then you sort of see him just hit the dwarf over the head with it, and then they walk out. So.
Damn, I was not expecting the end of that.
Didn't want to get copyright stricken. No.
The guy. Wait. So the guy hit the dwarf over the head with the plate and just walked out.
No, then the dwarf walked out.
The dwarf walked out.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
tell you what, that dwarf took that like a champ. Bro. Just got up out of his under his own feet and just walked out of the building.
That's a strange. I'm picturing a strange thing. The guy just gets hit with the plate, stands up, and walks out. Just no word, like, "Oh, I'm sorry to have bothered you."
Guys, I do apologize. Not an improv god over here. So
No, in my head, I'm picturing this thing. I'm just picturing watching a guy get hit over the head, stand up, walk out.
It's like, well,
Someone
all right.
suggestion on him afterwards. It's like, you should leave.
Yeah, leave. Yeah, leave.
and just to finish it off, you see him walk by and mutter under his breath, "Jabroni."
Of course.
So you guys are enjoying your
So-
drinks. If you want, you can retire for the night and get your long rest, and then you'll be able to pick up your armor in the morning. Unless you guys have anything else you want to do before that.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Nope.
Nothing for me.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys celebrate the rest of the night. You see this bartender just sort of take care of business of anybody being rowdy. He seems to be bouncer / bartender, and he's. If I didn't mention it before in the last episode, he's about this sort of a similar build and size to Iggy. So, you know, yeah.
Does he have a fanny pack?
Give me a perception check to see if you notice one.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not? I just want to roll here.
8. Man.
Yeah,
I'm
you
doing
s-
some great rolls
you-
so far.
You don't know exactly what it is, but it looks like something strapped to his waist that kind of looks like a mini bag of holding. But you're getting too drunk to kind of know for sure what it is. So you guys go upstairs to your rooms. You rest for the evening. Anybody that was still damaged or needed to get spells back or anything, feel free, hit long rest, get all your stuff back. You guys wake up the next morning, and anything you want to do before heading to the sewers, feel free to do it now.
I would like to go collect my armor.
All right.
Same.
Yep. Wanted to leave that on you guys to remember.
Yep.
So you guys get up, head over to the armor, and you see the 2 sets of armor are laying out on the table there, and the elf walks over and goes, you guys are bright and early here. Glad I finished these last night. And there you go. They're ready to go. Let me know how they feel, and feel free to leave a 5-star review. And she turns around and walks
Thank
to
you
the
very
back.
much.
Question: where are they leaving a 5-star review?
When do they want us to do that?
She is out of earshot of you at this point.
I don't know, but let's just say we'll do it and leave.
All right. Probably that's still on Foursquare.
You're right.
Probably.
Is it +1 leather armor?
Yeah. Yep. And to introduce something for you guys, probably for after this, what you're doing here, the thing I had in mind for the weapon shop was a thing where I took it from Suikoden in that you can go and have your weapon sharpened, but they give you a +1 for only a certain amount of time.
Okay.
Like
It's
2,
dull.
3, 2 days or so, and then you can improve your weapon. So.
But
yes.
the armor is
The armor is permanent. You
Okay.
paid for that. Yeah, and this would be in every town. Blacksmiths can sharpen your armor, and they would, or sharpen your weapons, and yeah. So I'm just trying to get the exact thing. Yeah, so it would be 2 days. You would keep that +1 on your weapon before you have to sharpen it again.
cool.
Just
Question mark.
Yeah.
How would I add the extra armor class point to my...
You can just modify, like, it should have, like, modify something if you click on it.
I just replaced in the equipment. I looked for leather +1.
Or you
An
could do
extra
that.
place.
Okay.
If you click on your armor class in D&D Beyond, under customize,
Got it.
you can add additional miscellaneous bonus.
Perfect. Thank
Yeah.
you.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
Perfect.
Yep. So you guys are all ready to go. You head on into. You head back to where you got the letters, and you see that right nearby is an entrance to the sewer. It's like a nice little archway. Just sitting in the middle of town. I open the door and it's a stair down, and we will move to a new map.
Map.
New map.
So these are the Astoria sewers.
Oh my god, it's even worse than I imagined.
Yep. So you guys enter. I think you all should be able to control your characters there.
I cannot.
Nope.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Big no.
Liar.
Big no.
Liar.
That's weird. This might have been the only one I didn't do it for.
Just gonna fight in this little chamber here. That's it.
Yep. You guys
We're
can't
not
move.
allowed to move.
Move. Question.
Yeah.
What generalizes a suit of armor? Does that count? It has to be a full suit of armor, or it could be any piece of a suit of armor. I'm just curious.
I don't think there's like a full like knight's sort of armor. You have like chest plates and half plates and full plates and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And now, is a +1? Is that magical?
No, there should be just regular +1s. They're just tougher leather or tougher metal.
Okay.
I think the magicals come into play when you start adding resistances to it. I could be wrong, but that's my understanding.
Okay.
+1 armor is a +1 magic bonus.
Okay.
So it is.
So,
It is
yeah.
magical.
I mean, you could, yeah. Like,
Okay.
stat-wise, it's technically magical, but it is up to you. I don't think that actually, like, matters in
Mhm.
mechanically in any way. But, so, flavor-wise, you can just say that it's better
Yeah.
quality or whatever.
Okay. So I might have an idea for you guys.
All right, going through.
Deep.
And,
Can you guys see down here? Like you're all like just touching the walls, trying to move through this. Am I the only one seeing all this?
We don't forget I made night vision goggles.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
wouldn't
you-
touch the walls. They're very slimy.
Yeah, a lot of decay down here.
Well, I mean, we are in a sewer. Even I knew to expect that, right? I was pretty anti that, but I mean, I'm also we need funds to progress.
okay. Let me know if you can move your stuff.
Yay!
Yep.
We're free.
Hey guys,
This is better than having a new map.
being
Tom,
able to move in the map.
can you move?
Hang on. Someone's. There we go. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
All right. So now that this is all good, I can bring up the map on the actual screen here.
How is the smell down here?
Uh.
How bad is it? Like, are we able to actually like stomach it?
Give me a Constitution save for you, Barry,
Okay.
since you asked.
Yeah.
18, yes. 6 plus 12.
Okay. Yeah, it really does smell down here, but you can take it.
Okay.
You know.
It's not the worst smell I've encountered, but it's pretty strong, pretty potent. People in Astoria, their diets are terrible.
It's a weird conversation to have, Barry, but all right.
making small talk to keep my mind off smell.
I
Can
mean,
we
I mean,
just do
shit,
this quickly?
Are
shit
you-
is shit there, Barry. It doesn't
Are you
really
a nutritionist?
From what I can smell, they lack the proper nutrients. It smells like a lot of cheese. They eat a lot of cheese down here.
Do you go around smelling people's shit, Barry?
Right.
I will. I've just in my travels, I have come
Is this a
across a
hobby?
lot of strange smells.
Do you think that that your shit don't sink?
It does. I'm assuming.
Wow.
I've never smelled my own.
Wait just a second there, Barry. You've traveled this country, this continent, smelling other people's shit to the point where you could identify the smell of cheese in someone's diet, smell of other things that you find is not proper to have in their diet. However, you do not know what your own shit smells like.
Da.
All right.
Yes.
So I think I got it settled. Okay. Yeah. So you guys come down the steps and you get into this room here, and then you see you have that entryway into the center area where most of the waste does fall in from above. You see that everything is sort of concentrated to sort of funnel and fall into that center area there. What do you guys want to do now that you're down here?
I guess.
Find some rats.
Yeah, I guess we're going to
Yeah,
check for
so-
some rats.
Yeah, roll
Can I
perception
do?
check.
Oh,
Or
okay.
do whatever you have to, what were you going to say?
I was going to ask if I could see any signs of rats, but that's
Yeah.
pretty much what you just told
Yep,
us to
yep,
do. so.
yep. Everybody roll perception.
I believe we should sally forth, as some people would say.
Maybe
What
we
the
should
hell?
mosey.
I
Mosey
rolled
on
a
over.
6, which is terrible.
What are we rolling? Perception?
Barris rolled a 20.
7.
There you go. I rolled an 8.
13.
Okay. So, luckily, 2 of you got above a 10. You see, as you get to this first area here, you see the... I keep forgetting, haven't done a battle in a month. You see that there are... you see 5 rats. Like giant rats.
All right, let's go.
Right here.
Just going, Noah.
And they are all in this central area here. And you got a 20, right, Barris?
Yes.
Okay. So with your 20, you hear also like some scratching in the distance, and also what sounds like some wings flapping as well. But you can't identify where exactly because it's sort of echoing throughout this sewer.
Okay. Well, keep your heads on a swivel. I'm hearing maybe some flying rats or something. I don't
Oh,
know.
great.
Who
Just
knows
what we
what's
need.
down here?
And just to let you know,
You mean that?
what was that?
I mean
John?
bats, but I could also be talking about like literal rats that have extra wings. I don't know what's down here.
This is true.
This is
This is my first traverse through a swamp or a sewer, I should say. And I don't know. There could be flying rats that are not bats.
So, just to let you guys know, they have not noticed you yet. So, if you want, roll me a stealth check and see if you guys can get a surprise round in here.
Okay. Well,
Nice.
9.
Natural 20. I rolled a 21.
Oh, nice.
13.
I got a
I
4.
rolled. I rolled a dirty 21. 18 plus 3.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. So we'll have you roll initiative. Those that got above a 15 will get 1 round before everyone else goes. So
19.
18.
7.
18.
20. Dirty
Ooh,
20.
look at our
22.
initiative rolls.
I rolled a natural 20.
Damn.
Nice. Damn.
We're ready for these rats.
Just got rid of all of our good rolls on the.
Just remember that the reason that I wanted to do this is to blow them up with fireballs. So
Just you're clear. Is that what you're telling us?
just since everybody's going before me, just keep in mind
Don't get in the way.
He's giving us
Like-
proper warning.
you're
Yep.
taking your turn before me. However, I have my wand out and I'm definitely aiming it at that big group of rats whenever you are starting to move.
Okay.
You're not changing your plans based on that one.
So Ignatius, you're up first. You're starting from where you are currently.
So like, fuck the monk, right?
I'm gonna go to the right so he can aim at the guys on the left.
That's what I meant. Thank you very much.
Okay. I'm going to attack this rat.
Okay.
I'm
good.
going to first do a strike with my quarterstaff. 15 to hit.
Okay. 15 hits.
And it's an 8 damage.
Yeah. So you go down and you swing. Do you swing or stomp the quarterstaff?
Let's go with a swing first.
Yeah. So you go and you swing and you hit this giant rat and you yeet him into the waist and he is dead.
That was fast. Okay. We.
So I'll mark him off. So that's one rat down. And then as you get here, this is me not doing this for a while. You get to see that there is a rat, another rat here, and then also a bat hanging on the ceiling over here. Is that on the right level? Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see him. But, yeah, so you see that there are two more enemies nearby. Alright, that brings us to Barry.
Okay. I will move over to the side here. I will pull out my pistol and I'm going to shoot this rat right here.
Okay.
14.
Yeah, so you pull out your gun and you shoot it, and there's a loud echo in the sewer here.
Shit.
Not good.
So all that does, outside of probably deafening your party for a second, is gain the attention of the other rats in the cave, along with the other bat.
I have no quarrel with you, bats. This is
So-
only for the rat.
What was your damage?
It was good. 16 damage.
All right, you blow this rat into pieces.
Aw.
Oh, do we need to someone check the flyer? Do we need their pelts or something? We just obliterated 2 rats.
Well, one of them got yeeted into a pile of shit, so.
I think we want that one.
So
I don't know, Barry, do you?
So that brings us to Barris.
Okay. And totally, couldn't Rex just pick it up? He's a robot. It shouldn't matter what.
He has no sense of
mean-
smell.
I assume we don't need the whole thing.
Pick up the tail.
Yes,
Pick up the
it's like the
tail.
tails.
I don't know.
Barris is going to move to here, and he is going to short bow this rat right here.
Oh,
All
just
the way.
go to the next
That
one.
was
That
the one that I
one's
killed.
dead. Yeah.
Oh, that's the one you killed. Okay, that
Yes.
one then.
Yeah, so let me X him out. That looks like was a 6 that misses. and you pull out your short bow, and it fires in, and it pings off the wall, and the rat sort of scurries out of the way. That brings us to Surreal.
Okay, I'm gonna move. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna move next to Iggy, and I'm going to fire at the rat that Barris just missed. I'm gonna fire Eldritch Blast at the rat. That was a 9.
That misses.
Yeah, this rat's good at evading.
Yeah, so he sort of dodges out of the way, and you could swear that you saw him do like a John Woo-esque backflip out of the way of the Eldritch Blast as it hits the wall and crumbles a little bit of the stone down next to him.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna do this to that rat.
And that is your bonus action. So that brings us to the first bat here, which is this one here. Let me see. Distance-wise. Yeah, I think it would be Surreal. It's got 40 flight, so. Alright, so he's going to come over here. And the giant bat is going to try and bite you.
Bring it.
That is, looks like it's, why did I get 2 different numbers? That's weird. We'll go with what happened on Roll20 and not what happened on D&D Beyond. Yeah. I think they both hit anyway, but it gave me a 20 on, not a nat, but a 20.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. So, and that is 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay, and he's going to just be flapping in front of you. There, and then we move to the second bat. We'll come to, I think he might actually be a little short to get the Iggy. Nope, that's exactly 40. So he will come here, and I'll just put him up here so we can see him. I'll move the rat. I'll put the rat in the ship. There we go. That is a crit, 24. So that would be 12 points of damage, Iggy. As this bat comes down and just bites you right in the shoulder area, not so much the neck jugular, sort of closer to the collarbone, and sort of takes a little bit of skin with it.
Yeah, that's a shitload of damage for a bat to do.
Yep. Well, it critted on you. And that brings us to Rex.
All right.
It's also a giant bat. Though.
Yeah, it's a giant bat.
Okay.
Well, I'm half giant,
Yeah.
so
It's a normal bat.
It's a normal bat to him. All right, Rex.
All right. So Fireball is a 20-foot radius. So I can hit the 3 on the top.
Yeah, if you aim it, you might actually be able to get this one in the back here, too.
I
think. Yeah, that's if you say you aim it here.
Okay. I didn't scroll up enough to see that one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you'll get those 4.
Awesome. They need to make DC. They need to make saves, reflex saves.
Okay.
DC 15.
What is half of your roll the damage?
Oh right, it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah, roll the damage.
28.
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay, I just want to roll it just to see what they get, for descriptive purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a dex save, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like they did all pass. So they don't completely disintegrate. But these 4 rats are all pretty singed, and they are all dead. Everybody roll me a perception check.
Jen, did you just draw a pile of shit on the map?
I did. You're welcome.
12
7.
perception.
Natural 20.
Nice. I rolled 10.
15.
Okay. So everybody above a 10, you hear what sounds like a wall just collapse somewhere in the cave, but your natural 20, Barris, lets you know that it seems to be coming from this area. We'll just say since I can't actually draw my own maps, that this was like an invisible wall that you didn't know this room was here.
Where is it?
At the top of the map?
Top right.
Yeah, this
Right
thing here.
Oh, there. Okay.
Yeah. So there was a wall here, and you heard it coming from that direction. So when you guys get there, you'll see that it's open now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's it for that. Yeah, and you can tell that since none of the other walls really fell down, or that this might have been a man-made wall. There, just to let you know. Okay, so that, let's see. That would be rats B, C, D, and E. Okay, so that makes it pretty easy, actually. I can skip all the way
I'm also
down
gonna
to rat F.
I'm also moving.
Okay.
I want to be next to both of the bats.
Okay, I'm not going to kill them on D&D Beyond because that would be too much typing. Just go to rat F because I doubt that they'll make it through another round. So rat F is this rat here. And it will come over here and it'll attack Rex there. 20 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. You take 3 damage and give me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm immune to disease,
Okay.
if that's what it is.
It's Yep. So he goes to bite you. You feel a little bit of something trying to get into your circuits, and it just dissipates.
Your powers have no effect on me, vermin.
And you just see its head thrash back and forth. That brings us to this rat, which probably won't get a turn because I think it's too far away. Yep, it can only go to there. So it
That's
will
to be
move
you,
there, and then that brings us to top of the round, Iggy.
All right. I'm gonna attack the bat that bit me. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna use my quarterstaff.
Okay.
It's 22 to hit.
Okay. 22 hits. Roll damage.
And 4 damage.
Okay. 4 damage.
Go ahead.
And you see it sort of flutter a little bit, but it still stays in flight.
I'm going to do an unarmed strike.
Okay.
13 to hit.
13 just hits.
6 damage.
Okay. 6. You see it sort of flutter again a little bit. It gets a little bit closer to the ground, but it stabilizes and rises back up to like eye level with you.
Okay. Let me see here.
And nothing else?
I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna do anything else.
You have a bonus action and movement.
I need to. Do I have any potions left? I do. I'm going to use a potion.
All right. So you pop open a potion and you
Hang on, I need
swing it
to.
down.
Why can't I use it? All right, just go ahead and I'll figure it out
Okay.
as we go.
So Barry, you're up next.
Okay.
Yep. So there's 2 bats and 2 rats left.
Okay, I'm going to move over here. And I'm going to take a shot at this rat
All right.
across the way. And that is same thing with my pistol.
Yep.
That is 17 to hit.
17 hits. Roll damage.
16 points of damage.
And once again, you blow this rat to bits.
Pew pew.
Also, I healed for 7 points.
Okay. 7 points of healing for Iggy. And bonus action, anything, Barry?
Bonus action. No, I'm good. I'll stay right there.
All right. Barris, you're up.
Okay. I am going to go right here. I'm going to take out Bon Ton. And I'm going to try and spear this giant bat.
All right, go ahead. 15 hits.
15 hits. 7 damage, which was pretty shitty roll. I actually have advantage because we're...
Yeah, roll it again.
I'll roll again. You could take the damage roll
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that because that was the first, but see if I crit.
Nope.
Nope.
Just
Doesn't
barely
really matter
not,
if
I
it's
think.
piercing.
I think it's a 19. 18. So you stab it, you hit it in the wing, and it sort of flutters to the left a little bit. But just like the other one, it sort of regains its flight and is between the two of you now.
Okay.
So that brings us to Surreal.
All right, I'm gonna pull out my short sword and I'm gonna try to chop its head off.
All right, so you have advantage.
I rolled an 18, but just in case, roll again. Okay, yeah, 18 to hit.
Okay. 18 hits. Your damage is 6. All right, so you see, again, same thing. You try and cut its head off. It goes down. It sort of touches the ground. You see some blood squirt out of the neck area. Head still attached, but it's now sort of struggling to get back up to where it was previously. Bonus action, anything?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. That brings us to the bat that is in front of Rex. Iggy. And he will go to take another bite out of you. It's a 6, which misses. And that brings us to the next one, which will go after Surreal, since it was the last one to hit it. And that's an 8, and then it's
Missed.
sort of like out of control state. It kind of can't really find purchase on you. So Rex, you're up.
Which one has taken the least amount of damage so far?
Technically, the rat in front of you. But as you probably realize, they have less hit points than the bats. So, yeah. So the bat and the rat over there are about the same in terms of hit points.
I'll go for the bat, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not worried about this rat, and it's only attacking me right now. So.
All right. So take us 15 hits. Roll damage.
14 damage.
Yeah,
Oh.
you. Yep. So so you come down with the sword and you just slice this bat in half, and bat blood goes all over Iggy, and then it falls in half in front of him.
Good riddance.
Damn, that's what I wanted to do.
So that brings us to go all the way down to the rat that is in front of. That's the only one left on the board. So it's the one in front of Rex, and he'll bite him. So 13 13 misses, John?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So it tries to bite you, and it's anger because it couldn't disease you last time. And it misses. And that brings us to... I think it puts us all the way at the top of the round. Let me just go through these rats. Yep. Okay, just go, Iggy. I clicked too far.
All right, I'm gonna attack the bat that is adjacent to me.
Okay.
Going to use quarterstaff. 19 to hit.
Okay. Just to let you know, there's only one bat left on the board, so I didn't X this one out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whichever one. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. So the other one. So that is a.
It's 3 damage.
Was it 19 to hit? 3 damage. Yep. It's still fluttering, but it's kind of losing its air lift. It's like touching the ground, going up, touching the ground, going up.
And I'm going to do an unarmed strike. 19 to hit.
Okay.
3 damage.
3 damage. Still hanging on, but it like just barely can get off the ground now.
This poor bat.
Yeah, super sad.
And
Is it?
that brings us to Barry.
All right. Seeing everything is well in hand, going to move over here. And I want to use my action to take a look down the hole, see if there's anything interesting down there.
Give me a perception check, unless if you're looking for something in particular.
No, just want to see if there's anything down there, because...
So, perception. Yep.
Curious. 14.
14. All you see down this hallway is what looks like a little bit of rubble is like right here.
Okay. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, that brings us to Barris.
Alrighty, I'm gonna take my rapier again and hit this bat. This bat's still standing, right?
Yep. Essentially, you have to just hit it.
Oh, that's a natural 20. That's a crit, but my critical damage was terrible.
Wow.
So 11, yeah. So
got that extra 1. That's what put it over the top.
so you go in and you swing the thing, and you just go real fast back and forth, and you just chop it up into like
well,
at least
a rapier. So I envision I stick it in midair, and then I throw it to get it off the blade.
Yeah.
Wave it around. Get off.
Yep, and then just to keep it in theme, I like that a lot better than what I was describing. You kill it, and then to throw it off the blade, you yeet it into the pile of shit as well over here.
Hey.
From whence you came, motherfucker.
So that brings us to Surreal. Surreal, the only thing left is this rat here. Unless if you have like a ranged weapon, you'll have to walk around the well to get to it.
God.
Because your two big giant friends are blocking the path to get there.
Your Eldritch Blast.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
have to Eldritch Blast it, which is very dramatic. Oh my god, a 6!
You hit it, it hits the wall and splashes some waste onto your two compatriots there, Rex and Iggy.
I'm sorry, I was trying not to hit you guys with my attack.
Thanks for that. Also, Jen, you have no luck with magic at all.
Apparently, this time around, I don't.
So this brings us to Rex.
All right. Attack the rat.
Yep.
Does a 20 hit?
Yep. Roll damage.
12 damage.
All right. So what does it look like, John?
I just cut it in half.
Very, very straightforward. Just chops it in half like the other ones, and you feel relieved that you were able to take out some vengeance on all of these rats.
Yeah. Tell your friends to stay off our ship.
So there are no more enemies in the area. Barry, you have started to go up to where you saw some rubble, and Barris, that was also where you heard a wall collapse up that way.
Okay. I guess we're following Barry. I think I heard something up here. Sounded a lot like a wall falling down.
All right. Ooh, maybe there's treasure.
Yeah,
It's very possible. I'm any of the rats there. I'm just going to pick up the one nearest, just so we have it.
So
Yeah, get some samples there, Barry.
yeah, roll,
Yeah.
roll me an investigation check, Barry.
Investigation. All right. 14.
14. All right, it takes you a few minutes or so as the rest of them go up to investigate the room, but you're able to, of the ones that are not in the waste area, you're able to harvest a tail and a wing from them, and you put them inside a pouch that you have.
Yeah. So we have some proof.
Yep.
We're
So
supposed to here to get rats, not bats.
Maybe
It
there's
just-
there's
extra.
added bonus. Yeah.
All right.
so
We'll get a rat too, just in case.
Yeah. So
Just in case the bats aren't like the the pet of the guy that we supposed to get money from.
My beloved bats.
Oh no.
They were
you
so
go.
friendly.
Yeah. So who? Two of you can be able to peek into this room. So who wants to be the first two? That's not Barry.
I would assume there's treasure in there, so I would like to be one of them.
Okay. So Barris and Surreal, give me perception checks.
15.
Okay. And 24.
Natural.
Yeah, natural
Nice.
20. 24 for Barris. So you guys peek inside the room here. Surreal. At first, you look in and you see an open chest in here. But and on top of the open chest, you just see a giant claw. That is, since you're just seeing with night vision, you just see like a shape of a claw on top of this open box. That leads to what looks like a bigger shape deeper inside the cave here. With your natural 20, Barris, and your ability to see in the dark, you see that it looks like a skeletal hand, or it's a claw over top, and it leads back to what looks like the skeleton of a young dragon, and that is where we'll end the episode.
Whoa.
Intriguing.
Mysterious.